Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. You heard that right. There are absolutely hot singles in your area. I think right now people are too focused in on sealed products because obviously sealed products is rare. It's hard to find on store shelves and some of it is going up really fast. So people are trying to pick it up. But obviously if you're buying sealed product, most people are going to rip it open and your goal at the end of the day is just to get really cool singles. So if your goal is just to get singles, just skip the line, skip the process, ignore the sealed products and go right for the singles because there are a ton of really awesome and affordable singles that would be considered cool hits that are going for pennies on the dollar right now. In fact, instead of spending $150 to pick up a Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box, if you just spent that money picking up singles, I would say 9 out of 10 times, in fact probably 95 out of 100 times, your singles collection is probably going to be way cooler and way better than whatever it is that you pull from your Elite Trainer box. And I'm a prime example of that. I cracked open my Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box and we pulled nothing good. If I had just spent that money picking up singles, I would have been able to get a complete, beautiful, gorgeous binder of illustration rares, trainer gallery cards, and gold rare cards for just pennies on the dollar. As well, if you're looking for some additional content to fill out your daily commute, I would highly recommend you check out our Card Lounge podcast because we just released episode 1 this week. This is going to be a weekly podcast where we cover everything Pokemon card related, from our struggles picking up Prismatic Evolutions to pre-ordering Journey Together, as well as discussing scalping, market manipulation, graded Pokemon cards, whatever you name it, we talk about it. And definitely listen in, let us know what your thoughts are. We definitely want this to be the go-to Pokemon card collecting podcast because it is a true sit-down podcast where we talk across the table from one another. So pull up a seat, grab a drink, let us know what your thoughts are on the podcast. We are doing weekly giveaway with every single new episode. Check us out, let us know what your thoughts are, and thank you so much for being a part of the hobby with me. So what are some of these hot singles I'm talking about right now? Well, if you look on the open market, I think there are a bunch of underrated or underappreciated cards that are incredibly affordable. Cards that are going for even below $1 sometimes. If you look at things like the Trainer Gallery cards, which came out from sets between Brilliant Stars to Silver Tempest, there are still Trainer Gallery cards that are going for below $1 and a group of cards that are going for between $1 to $3. Could you pick up a whole entire gorgeous collection of Trainer Gallery cards and get yourself 25 unique art pieces for $50? You probably can, and these are going to look great on display. The fact that you can get multiple binder pages of Trainer Gallery cards just shows how incredibly affordable they are to get gorgeous art pieces, and that's the same case with illustration rares. There are plenty of illustration rares that are going for below $1 and even more so between the $1 to $5 range. So once you start looking at just generic illustration rare, which there are 10 to 30 of that are released inside of every single new set, you're going to see that there are tons and tons of super cool cards that quickly adds up to a really nice binder collection. In fact, instead of spending $120 on a Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box, if you took that money and just put it into a singles binder, I'm confident you could probably get yourself 8 or 9 pages of unique illustration rares and Trainer Gallery cards that is going to outcompete whatever you pull inside of your Prismatic Evolutions ETB 95 out of 100 times. Every now and again you might pull yourself a really cool special illustration rare, but in the vast majority of cases the singles is going to completely outbeat whatever you pull from your normal booster packs. And there are absolutely underrated chase cards right now from a bunch of sets. I would say one of the groups of underrated cards right now would absolutely be the Gold Secret Rares. We get a couple of Gold Secret Rare cards inside of most new sets, and they look really nice. There's a couple of Gold Rare cards such as the Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks that is highly desirable right now, but if you look on the general market, there's a bunch of gold rare cards that are significantly more affordable. We're talking about gold rare cards, which are hard pulls inside of any given set. These are incredibly hard to find, by the way, and they're going for $1 here, $3 there. You can pick up a whole entire binder, again, of gold rare cards for the exact same price as an Elite Trainer box. And I would argue and say 3 pages full of gold rare cards is probably better than whatever you pull from your Elite Trainer box. It's just so obvious that these cards are really nice collectibles. And obviously if you don't like them, then don't pick them up. But they're cool looking cards in my book, and I would happily have a whole entire collection of gold rare cards over whatever Pokeball holographic reverse from whatever Prismatic Evolutions pack I open. The next group of cards are going to be a little bit more expensive, but these are going to be the really nice looking promo cards that are still available out there. Obviously, if you look at the market, there's a bunch of really expensive alt art cards and really exclusive illustration rare or special illustration rare cards. So some people might think if you want to have a beautiful or gorgeous looking collection, you might have to spend thousands of dollars picking up Moonbreons or whatever crazy expensive alt art cards. But that's really not the case. If you want gorgeous cards, promo cards are actually some of the most affordable ones since they are available inside of sealed products. A prime example of these are going to be the Shrouded Fable, Greninja EX, and Kingdra EX, which are currently available inside of their collection boxes in the Shrouded Fable set. The crazy thing about these Shrouded Fable boxes is that they are still available in most big box store. I'm not saying that you can go in any big box store and find them on store shelves, but they are getting restocked. And obviously the Greninja EX and the Kingdra EX are S tier artwork. I don't think anyone would argue with me on that. These two cards, if they were chase cards inside of the Shrouded Fable set, would probably go for hundreds of dollars. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. But they are promo cards, which means if you just pick up the collection box, you will get yourself the Kingdra EX or the Greninja EX. I was giving away plenty of these during the Shrouded Fable release, and I'm sure my viewers that were able to get one of these from me were very happy about it because these are gorgeous cards. In fact, both the Greninja EX and the Kingdra EX are currently going for right around $30 to $40 as a promo art piece, and that's more than the total cost of one of these collection boxes. So if you just pick up this collection box, the promo card alone is the full value of the box. That's how crazy it can get for some of these gorgeous art pieces. And $30 to $40 is actually considered a cheap chase card nowadays when there are so many cards that are way in the hundreds and thousands of dollar range, right? So there you go. Some really affordable cards. Some other ones that are also really affordable include the ones from the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. Again, same kind of scenario where if the Charizard V Star or the Charizard V Max was a card inside of a set like Darkness Ablaze or whatever other Charizard-centric set, they would be very expensive. These promo cards would easily range in the hundreds to maybe $1,000 range if they were a card that you could pull from a set. But they're not. They're cards that are readily available inside of the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. And if I go on TCG Player or eBay, I can count well over 100 listings of them. So they are readily available, and for that reason, the price is significantly lower. These are currently going for between $20 to $30, I think, in terms of just a promo card. So if you're looking for just really gorgeous illustration rare cards, these cards would normally be hundreds of dollars, but they're only ranging between $20 to $30 because of the fact that they're promo cards and they're much more readily available. But if you don't care too much about that availability and you just want gorgeous looking cards, obviously the 3 Charizard cards inside of the Ultra Premium Collection are easy pickups. The next one, and I know I've talked about these before, are the EV specific promo cards. We got ourselves the Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. If these cards were inside of Evolving Skies, they would easily be $700 in a PSA 10, probably something absolutely ridiculous because of how expensive Evolving Skies chase cards are. But because they're not inside of Evolving Skies and because they're just random promo cards that you can pick up inside of a collection box, they're still very desirable because they're gorgeous looking cards, but they are much cheaper. So if you're annoyed that you can't pick yourself up an Umbreon VMAX for over $1,000, you could easily pick up yourself the Flareon VMAX, the Flareon V, the Vaporeon VMAX, the Vaporeon V, and the Jolteon as well. All of these cards for a fraction of the price, and they are going to look gorgeous on display. You can easily frame these up as a set, and they are going to be some of the best cards to add to your collection right now if you're just wanting a really cool and gorgeous collection. I don't think anyone would disagree that these cards look gorgeous. The last group of cards that I would definitely have my eyes on is going to be some of the cheaper special illustration rares. There's a bunch of special illustration rares that came out during the Scarlet and Violet era, and these are hard pulls. These special illustration rares are one in hundreds and hundreds of booster packs, but right now they are going for, you know, $5 to $20. There are so many special illustration rares that are going between that $5 to $20 range, and these are gorgeous looking cards. I don't think there's a single bad special illustration rare artwork right now, so definitely look out for the cards inside of this range. The $5 to $20 cards have a lot of wiggle room in terms of what price they currently go for, and they're affordable. It's the same price as a cup of coffee for a lot of these cards. In fact, they're so cheap that you could probably spend the same price on some of these cards as 1 or 2 booster packs. You could probably pick up a bunch of cards for the same price of 2 or 3 booster packs, and at that point, would you rather have a special illustration rare card, or would you rather have 3 booster packs? In most cases, you'd be lucky to pull that special illustration rare from those 3 booster packs anyway. So why not just pick up the special illustration rare? Because if a special illustration rare is going for the exact same price as 2 or 3 booster packs, and in some cases it's the same price as like 1 booster pack, you might as well just pick up that 1 special illustration rare and forego picking up 3 packs. Because right now, instead of spending the price on a Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box, I could probably pick up a dozen unique, cool looking special illustration rares, because they are currently going for between that $5 to $15 range. I might as well just pick up those 10 special illustration rare, because logically at the end of the day, would I rather have a Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box, or would I rather have a dozen alt art cards or special illustration rare cards? Certainly those special illustration rare cards are some of the less desirable ones, just because they're of less popular Pokemon. But like I said, I don't think there's any special illustration rares right now where I would say, oh yeah, that's an actually bad art piece. They all look really good. If you can complete a 9 slot binder page of special illustration rare for the same price as an Elite Trainer box, that's a no-brainer to me. I would pick up those 9 special illustration rare over that Elite Trainer box any day of the week. So hopefully this video gives you guys some idea on some of the great deals out there on the market right now. It seems like to me like it's a no-brainer that the singles market is so vibrant. There's so many cheap and affordable cards, especially if you just want some really cool stuff. You don't actually have to go for the most expensive chase cards. If you're someone that's on a budget, I used to be on a very strict budget, knowing how expensive Pokemon card collecting can be, and you can get yourself a great looking collection for a very affordable price. So definitely keep your eyes open, because there are good deals out there right now, even in this kind of scarce market. So this hopefully will give you guys some ideas on what's out there. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have some great advice on great singles that you think people might want to pick up, leave it down in the comment section, and hopefully it helps someone out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.